Today we are going way back because we are going to be talking about a lost animatronic that everyone should know about. Today we are talking about Sparky the dog. In today's modern landscape of Fnaf, you're probably used to insane theories, insane ideas, a bunch of lore digging, Chica toe counting. Like, it's insane how many things we've talked about with Fnaf now, and how big and loopy-looping the theories get with the Fnaf franchise. All the way back with Fnaf 1, the lore was pretty simple. Kids went missing, animatronics haunted, Golden Freddy. That's pretty much it. So people wanted more lore, people wanted more secrets, and so hoaxes happened. And with this is the internet's first recorded Fnaf hoax, that being Sparky the dog. Now, Sparky the dog is an animatronic said to appear in the parts and services room. He can barely be made out, but supposedly he looks like a dog with floppy ears who peeks in through the camera and watches you and does nothing else. There would be later animatronics like this in like Fnaf 3 where they would have similar behavior, but for the most part in all of Fnaf, if there's an animatronic, chances are it can kill you. But Sparky the dog was probably the first fan-made character and the first character that's neutral when it comes to if it wants to kill you. So I guess we should talk about Sparky's origins. At first, people thought that Sparky was totally real, but eventually people dug through the game's code and found that he was not there. The fact that anyone would even believe that Sparky was real, considering it's the modern day where we can instantly prove if something is real or not, just shows the age of the Fnaf fandom at the time, most people being young kids or early teens, and it just shows the place the internet was at the time, because people actually believed creepypastas. People were all for the internet urban legends of Slender Man and Jeff the Killer. Nowadays, you can't really fool anybody with something like this. It's definitely a product of its time. And the thing behind Sparky is that the original creators ended up having a falling out, because when they ended up separating and going their own ways, the woman who did the art for the character tried to claim the character as her own, but the other guy came out and said that he came up with the character and the woman was just the artist. So Sparky technically has two creators. That kind of caused some confusion with his creation. The creators didn't really come up with any origin for him, explanation for him, backstory, like dialogue for him. There's really nothing to work off of. So it was mainly up to the fans to make this an actual character, and fans did that. Sparky got in a lot of fan-made games, that being Welcome to Sparky's. He got in Five Nights at Treasure Island, which is very weird because that's a Walt Disney thing, but whatever. He got in the fan-made Ultimate Custom Night. He is a very popular, well-known animatronic, and some people even say that he is the inspiration for the canon character, canon quote-unquote, Fetch. Now, I can kind of see what they mean here with Fetch being Sparky, because Fetch looks like Sparky in Welcome to Sparky's. He has the same red collar, the same gold medal around it. He has similar face markings. He looks like he could be a canon version of this character. And of course, you'd have to change the name to not get in legal issues. But it's cool that this character that was originally just a hoax to trick you into thinking there's a new animatronic actually went all the way around to being a fandom character, a character to appear in fan-made games, and then even get to appear in a Fnaf book. So yeah, that is the long history of Sparky the dog. So what do you think of this character, Luminous?
When the hoax was first going around, I actually completely missed it. I didn't hear about Sparky until long after the fact. And honestly, I really miss stuff like this in games because I just think it's cool to hear like whispers of some mysterious thing in a game and like people spreading it around like it's true, like me underneath the truck in Pokemon Red. So it's kind of sad you can't really do that anymore, just because even if people are still not really willing to look it up, even though they have the internet like they could have at that time, it's just too unlikely for people to believe a hoax now. But although I'm not the biggest biggest fan of Sparky. I think it was a cool concept, and I like that it's gotten like a little miniature fandom to itself. It has kind of come back in a way in Fetch.
Yeah, in my opinion, the canon version of Sparky is the one that has a withered-looking or fallen-off arm and overalls. I don't like the ones that are just a redraw of Foxy or a redraw of Freddy. I like for this to be its own character and look like its own character. So I think that this is a really good idea, and I really like that all the way back then with the first game, we were already getting hoaxes. We were already getting fan characters. If you like this FNAF video, please hit that like button. If you know other people that like FNAF, share this video to them. It will help everyone out. It'll help this channel grow. It'll help get some new exposure to us. And if you guys want to see more stuff like this, you should hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, do everything that YouTubers tell you to do, because it actually does help out and it helps us make more content like this.